Hola, my revolutionary people. Today is Saturday, October 30th. I think it's day like 2:15-ish. 2:15. But people who I am high on E, but it's starting to be like my normal state, so let's just talk. The people that are involved in the war games now are just, they're dangerous, but not in the dangerous way. They're nervous and they're new to this, so they're dangerous. There was a child in the Whole Foods who was so high on ecstasy. Oh my God. I literally told her dad, I was like, she's high. And like, he just like gave me the big eyes and I'm, oh my God. I didn't like, does everybody get their children high on ecstasy? Is that how it works these days and I'm just not hip to it? Is that why the children throw fits? Because they're not high on ecstasy and they're coming down. They're like, oh my God, you gave us drugs yesterday and now you want us to be civilized today? Oh my God, you people. Oh geez. It's in the air today. I think it's in the gas again. And then another guy was like blaring like classical music, and it was a song that I actually like. I forget what it is. I don't know. But he hit another car. And the only reason he did anything about it is because I was sitting there watching him. And he said he left his phone number. You don't just leave your phone number. You wait for them to come out of the store. It's called accountability. You got to give them your insurance information. You could give the wrong phone number. So I took a picture of his license plate. And then he asked me, he's like, will you let them know, like, I left my phone number? Like, what am I, like, your homeless assistant? Like, just because I saw you, then I have to, like, go out of my way to hold you accountable because you can't, like, wait the 5, 10, 15 minutes for the guy to come out of the store so you can be like, I'm sorry I hit your car? Who are these people? Oh my God. Is this what normal people are like? I've never really been around normal people much, so it's interesting. Normal people give their children E and then just kind of get big eyes about it when you call them out on it, and then they hit cars, and then they don't want to be accountable themselves, and they probably leave fake phone numbers. Real people are real interesting. Jesus Christ. This is what the real world's like? Maybe I haven't been missing out on much. I always thought I was missing out on them a lot, but maybe I'm not. And then, okay, so Mr. Utah's been calling recently, and I think I figured out that it really, I don't know. He's just a pawn in the game. Everybody's just a pawn when it comes to me, right? My family gets to boss everybody around. They create my Truman Show, and the only person I'm really willing to talk to is Mr. Utah. I don't know if he's a good person. I keep thinking like he might be. I hope. But it's really hard to say because everybody gets freaked out by my father. My father freaks everybody out. I don't know. I've had a lot of interesting thoughts about that situation, and I'm not quite sure, but all I have to do is I'll find out for myself eventually, right? I just know not to get married for a long, long time, if ever. Because when you marry someone and you're someone like me, it just gives someone, you're like, whoever you marry, it just gives them permission to kill you. Like, they'll take right after my dad. My dad has showed everybody what to do. You marry women and then you kill them so you get whatever they have. We're just a tool for conquering. We're just a tool for conquering. I don't want to get married. I don't really want to have sex for a while. Okay, so we'll talk about that. I don't really enjoy sex. Ever since I since I learned about parasites, viruses, bacteria, all that crap, no way in hell. Like, you gotta think, like, everybody I've been exposed to has been super into the war games. So that means they're super, like, like, germy. Like, you gotta fix that shit. No way in hell am I letting anybody like that touch me after I've done years of cleansing. Of course, like on this trip, I'm sure, I've gotten some bugs, but I could do like 6 months worth of my gentle cleansing and I've done a lot of fasting too, though. So I just don't trust people with their bugs, because people in the war games, they will destroy themselves to destroy another. I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. I am not looking to be destroyed. I'm not looking to destroy myself at all. Like, if somebody wants to have sex with me, they're gonna have to do some cleansing for a good 6 months. I don't want no bugs, and especially if they're my age, then they really need to do it for a long time, because we've had a whole lifetime. I've been health conscious for a while now. Never saying I'm the best or, I've done amazing. I have vices. I eat potato chips, I like soda. There's all kinds of, but I also eat my raw meat and do my fasting. There's such a divide between me and the rest of the world. And I guess I'm starting to accept it. And that's what hallucinogens do. They make you accept things for what they are. Yeah, there's a way, there's a lot of things that should be this way or should be that way, but you gotta accept what is. And sometimes that's not really pleasant, but you do it anyway because it is what it is. You can't change it. You're only in control of yourself. Once again, last night, I had the realization one more time, every time I have this, when I get tired, I get emotional, and that's why they kept me sleep deprived for most of my life. And I get that. It doesn't make it right, but I accept what is. And I know that when I get tired, I get emotional, and it's hard for me to see and think logically and think straight. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of the people in the world, just the general population. But no one can save me. The only way you people can save me is if you choose me. And that has to be 90% of you. Herd mentality is what gives my family cult power. Herd mentality. And we've already proven that the majority of you all choose me. You just won't overtly do it. And until you overtly do it, I'm stuck. Or my dad dies. Those are the two options. I don't get to live till either of those things happen. And I've kind of come to terms with that. Because I'm not going to fucking give up. I don't give up. And I don't break. I get angry. I get mad. And I throw fits. I have tantrums. You all saw my tantrum the other day. I've watched it a couple times and it's funny. You gotta admit, I get all passionate and it's just funny. I mean, and there is a lot of pain too, but it really does help me to just let it out. That's the only way I know how to not be stuck in that feeling, is to just release it like that. It's good for me. That's how I've always learned to deal with my emotions. I just need to release them. That's why I write. That's why I talk. I don't like to say nothing. Today at the beach, I heard so many people talking, but nobody was saying anything. And then I heard so many people laughing, fake laughs, just like my family does, like the Kuderoffs. Oh, jeez. Their fake laughs are just cackles, and it's really ridiculous. I don't understand. Why would you fake something when you could just do it for real? Why not just have a real conversation? Say something meaningful. Say something worthwhile. Why not be who you are rather than pretend to be something else? It makes no sense to me. I enjoy being. And with this new group of people, I'm really seeing a lot of different things as well. I see just emptiness. And I'm not being judgmental. I've been empty before too. I know what it's like to not really, a little bit. I've always had to know myself a little bit because I've spent so much of my time alone and just isolated and sensory deprived. That's what my dad is doing to me now. He just tries to limit my Wi-Fi. He takes over my YouTube that I like, and he makes them do things. So it's all weird and dark and gross. He took over my favorite radio station on Sirius Radio, and so now it just sounds like the same thing all the time, and it's all these songs that are all superficial. I don't know, He's always just tried to limit my experience of the real world. And so I go inside because nobody can limit what happens on my inside. Like, and nobody knows. That's another thing. Like, I have such an, like, intense inner world because I've cultivated it. I've gotten to know myself. I love me. I'm a good person. I'm beautiful even when I haven't showered for, I don't remember how long ago it's been, but it's been almost 2 weeks, I think. And I'm stinky, but I'm still beautiful because it's part of who I am. It doesn't come and go. It's just who I am. I don't know. I have a lot of, I guess, just wisdom, because I've just been alone my whole life. I still think that Mr. Utah is the one. If nothing else, like, he knows who my dad is, so he knows how evil I could be, so he'll listen. I know that sounds ridiculous, right? But there's a little bit of truth in that. My parents are pretty evil people. I definitely know how to be evil. I don't want to be. I would like to have a partner. But, you know, it's always good to have that evil side just in case, because people do like to take my kindness for weakness. But it's not. My kindness is my biggest strength. I've chosen not to be evil. Over and over and over and over and over again. And I think other people should try it too. So, my revolutionary people, we talked about the industries today. And I just made a list. And I think that really opened my eyes, because last night, after thinking about the real estate industry and the housing industry and how I feel so much better not living in a house, don't get me wrong, I miss the comfort. I miss the comfort a lot. I wish I had a little more space, but I don't want to drive a bigger vehicle. So it's like, you know, I don't want to drive a bigger vehicle. This is big enough for me to drive. Like, it's, I don't know, like, I'm a way better driver since I did the parasite cleansing, because there's a parasite that's linked to bad drivers. So if you've had a ticket in the past year or so, or a wreck, you probably have that parasite. You probably can take care of it real easily by parasite cleansing. Life's easy like that. So yeah, but my revolutionary people, I am so ready for you all to pick me. I don't really want to push you all, and I'm not going to make as much of an effort to try and convince you, because I think it's something you all have to want to do, because it is a big decision. It's a big decision, because you all have to do it together. You all have to do it together. We've already established we make up the majority, my revolutionary people. And I think with every day, we make up even more of the majority, especially after that list. It's really hard to deny what's happening when you just break it down like that, right? I think it is. But it is what it is. And I wonder, when they have these normal people play the war games, if they get access to, like, my stuff too, like my war game, my grocery store updates and my videos and hearing me on my Jeep cam. Do they get to see into that too? I don't think they have archives where you could just go read it, though. I don't know. I'm just like, how much do these people know? Do they know what they're partaking in? To the guy who had your car hit, I hope everything works out for you. I've had bad stuff like that happen to me before, and I just hate it. So that's why I like to watch out for other people. So many people have hit my car with their car on this adventure. There for a while, I think that my family cult told them to, like, open their door and hit my car with it. I'm done worrying about it, but I sure as hell, if I could hold those people accountable, I would. And one day, maybe I will. Because, you know, there's cameras everywhere. I could just pick someone to, like, do my bidding, like my dad does with all you people. And y'all would be happy to do it for me. So weird. So weird. My family is just a whole bunch of dysfunctional people. It's still so weird to imagine them having any kind of power. So weird. So my revolutionary people, I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm probably going to go to the beach every day. I don't know. When it's not too sunny, it's easier to go to the beach. The tar on my feet, oh my God. That's why my dad wants to control the West Coast, is it has to do with oil and the ports. That's what I was figured out. Washington has to do with the ports. He wants to control all the ports on the West Coast because that would give him great power. I'm pretty sure that's what he was trying to do. Luckily, we got the Lincoln City territory back to the effins, so I'm sure that, I don't know if that has to do with some of the ports or not, but I hope it does. I don't know. But my revolutionary people, I don't know where we go from here, but I'm ready when you all are. We'll figure it out. We always do. It's just, we build as we fly, right? So, I'm just waiting for you all. You tell me when you're ready. And if you're not, that's fine. My dad has to die eventually. It is what it is, right? Death waits for no one. Especially if we stress him out. And feeling out of control like he did today. This is good shit. This will make his cancer grow and make him die sooner. The truth? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Truth is a beautiful thing. It changes people. Information changes people. Getting people to think changes people. Looking at things with a new set of eyes, it changes people. When you realize the whole world is set up to make us fail, it's not just my life, it's all of our lives. We've all been set up to fail. Horribly. Like, not just fail, but fail painfully and horribly, and like be enslaved and live in fear. Even the Aryans, the hybrids, they are set up to fail too, because their failure is just grabbing on so tight to everything that they can attain, but then worrying so much and living in fear of losing it. I've lived like that before. That's how every time I've had a comfortable life, I've feared losing it. So it wasn't very comfortable. I don't have to fear losing anything right here. That's the beauty. That's what my dad did wrong with me. He took away so much. Like, I was thinking about that. Mr. Utah asked, like, what happened with my insurance job? And it's just like, he's taken away so much, so often, that I just don't have anything to lose. And when you create people who have nothing to lose, that are smarter than you, that makes it so they want to take away what you have. So that's what's happened. My dad, his biggest mistake was not letting me have enough. He never let me have enough. And I can't say that it wouldn't have gone the other way, that if he actually let me had enough, no. If he would have let me had enough, I probably would have stayed comfortable. And I would have been complacent more. Because comfort kills. Comfort keeps you quiet. He's never allowed me to be comfortable. So that was his biggest mistake. He's always taken so much away from me. And I've even limited what I would allow myself to have because I knew it would be taken away. And that comfort kills. Okay, my revolutionary people, I enjoyed talking today. I'm super high. I have a pretty big tolerance to E right now, so I can still drive and be fine, but I'm pretty high. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty high. It was been in the air. It was in my food. The poor munchies, they are snoozing. They are out. They're little fry babies. But I took them to the beach and we walked. Oh my God, Tika is such a little beach dog. I never really knew till this trip. She's such a beach dog. Even up in Oregon, she was a little beach dog. She's my little desert dog. She's from Las Vegas. She'd probably never seen the beach much. I took her to the beach like one time before this adventure and to California, but nothing like fun like we've been doing here where we just let them run wild. And ooh-wee, she is a little beach dog. She just they do the e-gas on the beach too, but she just lights up. She loves it. Hay loves it too. They're just so cute. One more story. Okay, so I had told my mom that I'd seen us. Like, I have visions, and like I see the future, and then I see it, like, experience them, and it's even weirder. So weird. Like, there was that gas station near UC Davis where I had my sign out, and I was in my car and I was writing. I have dreamed of that moment before. It was so weird, like the weirdest deja vu. And like, who dreams of writing at a gas station with a sign in your Jeep, like with your dogs? Like, that's not just like, that's not a pleasant thing. I had no clue what it meant, but I'd seen it before. So anyways, like, so I see things, and that sounds funny, right? But I do a lot of drugs, so you never know what I'm gonna see. But I've seen myself after this is over, and I knew I was gonna live near the beach, and I saw myself on the beach with the dogs, with the munchies in the morning, walking the dogs, and I knew that was going to be my life. And I saw that when I was in Arizona. I saw that when I was sick and I was healing. Like, it was like my why. I needed to keep going and heal so that I could get to that moment. So this is all going to work out. I don't know how, because I never know the how. I never knew the how of the gas station, but it just happened, and I didn't try and get there. It just like, I just lead myself there. I do a lot of things that I really don't understand, but it works out. So yeah, so we're just gonna keep going, and when you all are ready to revolt, I'm here. When you all are ready to kill my dad, I'll be here. Whatever needs to happen to get us to the next phase, I'll be here. I'm ready. Probably gonna junk out some more, eat some more potato chips, go to the beach, write some more, journal, put in my blog, because I don't get private thoughts anyway. Still haven't opened my old journals, but I will. So yeah, that's about it. I love you all, my revolutionary people. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you have a great Halloween tomorrow. I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, it is. Mwah. We'll talk again soon.